Being in a different country has taught me so many things. Even if I've been here just for the last 8-9 months, it definitely changed my habits, my routines, the way I do things, how I react to things. I wanted to do more of a vlog video to see how my subscribers are gonna respond of how I actually wind down and what is my evening routine as a mother of 2 teenagers and 2 toddlers. So first and foremost, I never leave my full evening routine for the night, because obviously if you have children, then your night routine starts when theirs ended. And I don't want to rush my children. I feel like that's what we've been doing, and that's how I was raised, unfortunately. No offense to my parents. We were always rushed. There was a sense of urgency in everything, and I don't want to rush my children, and I don't want to rush myself. I actually want to enjoy the process, not to just skim through it to get to the next step. That definitely will teach my children to be more present and to be in the moment and to enjoy it. And it's not going to feel as a drag to them if you are actually going to give them their space and you're going to let them actually wind down on their own without always interfering and rushing them and making it a sense of urgency, because it's not a sense of urgency. You don't have that many evenings with them, unfortunately, until they start having their own night and evening routine. So if you really want to enjoy it and if you really want to take it in, besides your evening routine, you have to be present for your children's night routine. So what I do, I dim all the lights in the house. I turn off, I just put some night lights, and I don't let them watch any kind of cartoons at least an hour and a half before they go to sleep. And I know it's challenging. I'm gonna make a video about it. I just recently stopped letting my children watch any kind of cartoons. Thankfully, we live in a very warm country. We're in Spain, so I take them out a lot. So I take them out up until it's time to start their evening routine. So when we come back home, they are already tired and they are ready to go to sleep, but they know they need to take a shower, they need to brush their teeth. It's been a roller coaster, to just fully cut off to go cold turkey. It's a lesson. I'm definitely gonna make a video about that. So the lights are dimmed. They understand already that the whole process starts with me turning off the lights and with me toning down my voice. It made such a huge difference when I start talking to them in a much lower voice, and when I start being more huggy with them and little by little taking their clothes off, stay in your underwear, take off your socks, so they understand that this is the process, that they are getting ready to go to sleep, and it really does wonders. And then I just give them a bath, because they love to play in a bath and they love spending their time in a bath, and rather than watching cartoons, I would rather them play in a bath. They're still at the age where I can give them a bath together, so I'm taking full advantage of that, and they spend usually 30 to 45 minutes in the bath. I take them out, always apply coconut oil, which is a great way for anyone who has any skin problems. My daughter has skin eczema and it really does help. I do it morning and evening for her, and then that's it. I tell them a story, not every evening. I'm not always up for it, and I don't want them to have the expectancy that I'm always gonna sit and read them a story. There's kisses and hugs, and everyone goes to sleep. And that's when my time kicks in. So as I told you, I usually break it down into 2 steps. So while I'm winding them down, I'm winding myself down. Certain little things that I can do with them jointly, and they can see that I'm getting ready for sleep as well. And that sends the right signal. It makes them feel that they're included, that not everything is done separately. They're doing their night routine separately and I'm doing my night routine separately. I want to make sure that they feel included. Once they are asleep, I don't always get a chance, obviously, to take a bath, but shower is a must. I do my 10 steps. It's not a 10 step, but my partner thinks it's a 25-step skin routine. But I enjoy it because this is the time that the house is so quiet. I don't even turn on the music. The house is it's like it's standing still. It's like it's a moment in time. And I really do appreciate it when I can just hear them snoring. The babies are sleeping. Everyone is kind of on the calm, unless my teenager is doing something in her room. But even she knows at this point that in the evening, we're all toning everything down. I usually don't have any guests, especially on a weekday. And my teenage daughter knows that too. No guests past 9 p.m. because anything past 9 p.m. it's family time, it's downtime. And if I want to be in bed by 10:30, then yeah, everyone needs to be out of the house and everyone needs to kind of get ready for the evening. I always making it a point to read a little bit. I don't always have time to read, unfortunately, during the day, but in the evening, I love sitting with my book. I love sitting with my tea. And one of my latest discovery, I subscribed to this really cool YouTuber, Unjaded Jade. I'm just gonna put it somewhere here under my video. I discovered this really cool book. It was recommended by this YouTuber called Big Magic. It's written by Elizabeth Gilbert, the same author that did Eat, Pray, Love. And I'm hooked. It teaches you as a creator how to actually grab onto your ideas and to actually not let them go and put them down and write them down, because if you didn't grab onto a particular idea for a video, for whatever, if you're trying to write a book, it's going to find another creator and it's going to move on. Fantastic read, definitely recommended for the evening. I try to stay away from any productivity books, how to be more productive and do 10 tasks in under 10 minutes. I'm trying to tap into my creative mind. So I'm very careful with how I curate my books for the evening. Anything related to my personal growth and my spiritual growth and my creator's growth, that is what I try to read in the evening. And then I obviously try to stay a little bit on my laptop. If any kind of idea ran through me, thank God to Notion, I always do my best to put everything down. I was a little bit busy in the last couple of weeks, obviously because we traveled, and then by the time we got to our normal schedule, now I'm going back again to my normal night routine. And the only reason why I'm always incorporating my night routine videos with my children, because I cannot separate them. I'm a mother and my life consists of having children around me. So if you are a mother, you can definitely resonate that you cannot have a perfect evening routine, or you cannot have just an evening routine without having some kind of evening routine for your children, obviously. And that's why all of my videos, they are most of the time mixed and integrated. So yeah, I try to sit on my laptop for a little bit if I want to listen some kind of inspirational video. I never listen or watch anything that is very stimulating. I try to as well tone it down, and usually I would watch something that would lift me up spiritually, not necessarily physically, because I'm already winding down. If I get a chance, sometimes if I didn't stretch in the morning, I stretch in the evening with very nice quiet music. I sometimes put a candle just to make up for the mood. My partner's not always included in my evening routine. He has his own, but at the end of the night, we would try to do something together, either watch a short video together, maybe something inspired me, maybe something inspired him, make a plan for the next day. That's usually one of the major things that we do together, is we would sit with our laptops and see where our schedules collide and what do we need to adjust. Usually it's for the next day or two. We never do it like weeks in advance, because if you are a parent, you know it's kind of impossible to over-plan, and I'm trying to really be more in the present and not over-plan for my kids and for myself. So yeah, I try to be in bed by 10:30. I'm really monitoring my sleep. It does make such a huge difference to have 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. I don't always get it because my daughter, she's 3, so she would wake up here and there in the middle of the night, or if she wants to use the washroom. My son is more of a stable sleeper, so he sleeps through the night. Very rarely would he wake up. So when she wakes up, obviously she interrupts my sleep. But other than that, if I get my 8 hours of sleep, it makes such a huge difference. I wake up a different person and my morning is much brighter, is much lighter. I'm much more positive. So if you have a choice to either do something in the evening and be very productive, or go to sleep, and if you can afford yourself to go to sleep, better go to sleep. So that's it. That's my evening routine. I'm gonna make sure to make something similar for my morning routine, just to kind of give you guys an overview and little pic of how my life looks now that I'm in Spain. Other than that, I'll see you in my next video.